How many of you out there have been your worst critic? I know I have. Welcome back. This is lesson 21 of A Course in Miracles, and today's lesson is I am determined to see things differently. Hi, my name is Sarai. I am a self-love dating and relationship coach, and I have coined myself the modern day hitch. Why? Because I help singles just like you find their most compatible partner, all through the power of self-love, because I truly do believe that a healthy relationship with you will manifest a healthy, loving relationship with a partner. So let's get started. Lesson 21. I am determined to see things differently. How determined are you to start seeing your life, your love life, in a new light? So if you watch lesson 20 was I am determined to see. You were determined to start noticing all of those patterns that have kept you in a loop. Now you are determined to start seeing things differently. One is to acknowledge the pattern. And then the next step is how to start implementing a strategy to really start implementing some change in your life. Because let's be honest, for those of you that are single, us actually, that are single, or even if you are in a relationship, if we started to shift our perspective in regards to how we are viewing our love life, whether again you're single or in a relationship, if we continuously stay in the negativity of everybody's the same, nobody wants a real relationship, the relationship that I have right now, it's either too good to be true or something is going to happen, what would actually happen, honestly, if you took the time to stop all of that negative thinking and flip the script on it and started thinking about it in a more positive way? What would that life really look like for you? Could it possibly maybe increase your happiness, increase your love, increase your abundance, increase your gratitude? Yes, those are all things that could happen if you start changing and decide and you're determined to start seeing things differently. Because let's be honest, being single in today's world, or single at any time in essence, has always come with a societal judgment. We are judged because we decide to stay single, because we're having a good time, because of X, Y, and Z, because you're going to end up alone. And all of this stress and all of these thoughts are thrown at us, and then our subconscious really starts to believe them. But what if, just an if, because I can tell you that I started living my life not caring for all of that, and my life has been a total 180. What if you stopped with the societal judgment and you said, I am very happy with my life right now. And yes, I do want a relationship. And yes, I am determined to see love and relationships in a new light, even though I have had bad experiences before. Because if you have been following this course, by now you should understand that all of those past experiences mean nothing to you now. We are starting from zero. We are starting from scratch. We have healed all of that, and we are ready to start anew. I recently had a conversation with the client, and I was asking her about her communication with her husband, and she said that they were working on it, and it was better that their communication, since she started doing the program that she's on right now, has been actually better because they've been able to really identify like each other's type of, in a sense, triggers, and mainly more for her because she's the one that's doing the program. But she did mention that recently there was an incident where she was in a bad mood, he was in a bad mood, and she attempted to try and ask him like if everything was okay, but it was the way that she approached it that made that fight blow up even more. I had to stop her and pause her there, and this is where this lesson comes into play here. I just simply asked, what if you created a more positive connection with him? What would that positive connection really be? And this is what we mean by I am determined to see things differently. What would have been a better way to approach that situation, to where even though you were genuinely wanting to see and find out if he was doing okay, the way that you approached it came off as maybe, I don't know, a little condescending in that moment? Because when we are in heightened states, we don't think, we just go for the jugular, especially when you're upset. What if we started to see every misunderstanding, every argument as just a chance for growth and a deeper loving connection? This is what I told her. In that moment, your husband, what he was trying to do was to create connection with you or with anyone. He was just trying to create human connection. But because he wasn't able to express it in a healthy way, he snapped. And how do you genuinely create a connection with somebody, or a connection of love with somebody that is obviously very upset and yelling at you? Sometimes it's easier to just disengage. How many times have we been told, just disengage? Don't engage with somebody that is not in the same energy level as you. All you're going to do is meet them with the same energy, and it's not going to go anywhere. This doesn't mean to just ignore the problem and pretend that everything's perfect and you're like the Zen person. No, it just means that you're going to take the time in that moment to take a pause, a break, and think about how this person is feeling, and really tap into that empathetic power that we all have, and see how this person, or why this person, is reacting because of its surrounding. What you're truly doing here is bringing light into the darkness. This is where the core of this lesson really comes into play, because when we are being yelled at, what is our first reaction? To react. And again, take the moment. First of all, acknowledge what really is happening with you. This person is telling you certain things that are triggering you, that are really going to make you blow up. But wait, take a moment, take a breather, take a deep, deep breath before you even respond back. Believe me, this is a lot of hard work. A lot of people don't get this overnight. I don't have it down, because it's a natural reaction to react to anybody that's yelling at you. But if you actually take the moment to stop, acknowledge the voice within you, and then you say, I am determined to see this situation differently, you actually break the pattern of the toxic relationship, or the toxic environment, or the toxic argument that you are having. And you confront this person with something totally out of the blue, out of left field, and they're like, what in the world? Like, I was not expecting this reaction from you. And that in itself neutralizes the entire situation, and you are able to have healthy communication from there. So yes, you being determined to see things differently, starting with you, creates the change in your life that you want to see. So whether you're single or in a relationship, whatever it is that you want to do, how you want to approach moving forward, if you're looking for a healthy relationship or you're working towards a healthy relationship, it all begins with you and your determination to see things and your situation differently. With further ado, that was lesson 21, and I will see you all in lesson 22. Sending you all lots of love and light.